Yo, what's good guys? So today I'm going to be breaking down exactly how you can create 5 YouTube ideas that will help nurture leads and also generate leads by using your sales calls. So this is my client right here, Michael. So Michael came to us in November, and from that time we've posted this many videos for him, starting right here. With this being the first video, you can see that this is a 9.5x multiplier and this video over here is a 12x multiplier. And basically what that means is that we beat his channel's average by 9 times or 12 times for the other video. And you can see they're both about over 3,000 views. I know this says 2.9, about to hit 3K, but with all these views and videos that we were able to produce for him, he was able to generate over $17,000. And that was just his stats in January, which is 17,000. We're now in February, so those stats are definitely way higher, and he's probably even generated more money off of these videos that we have on his channel. But when Michael first came to us, the first thing I asked him to send us was his sales calls transcripts. So a lot of you guys might use Fathom, Read AI, Otter AI, Note Taker, whatever you guys use in Zoom to basically record the call. Most of these AI note takers, they have transcripts in them. And for this one, Fathom AI, all you have to do is you have to go over here where it says transcript. You can copy the transcript, wait until it copies to clipboard, and then I use this AI called Manus. And Manus is a super powerful AI because it allows you to input a lot of data into it at once. So what I do is I take all these transcripts. So I just took this one. I'm going to go and take the second one, and I'm just going to copy all of this into AI. So I'm going to speed up the video here because there's a few call transcripts that I need to go through and input it. And then I'll show you guys exactly how I prompt the AI to help me generate these ideas. So right here, I just pasted in the prompt that you guys can find in the description of this video. So basically what it does is it makes Manus generate the demographics, age range, occupation, industry, income level, all this stuff about the people that buy from you or are interested in buying from you. So that way you can tailor the messaging, you can tailor the ideas to actually hit on your ICP correctly. So Michael, he does have a mix of people that buy from him. Either they're beginners, like they're looking to start a car rental business, or they already have a car rental business and they're trying to scale it. But the majority of people that come to Michael are very beginner. They don't have a car rental business and they're looking to start one. So it just makes sense for us to feed more into that ICP. So we'll go into his YouTube strategy with that knowledge. But using this AI, it's going to help us break everything down into information that's like much easier for us to like understand with actual data. So once you insert that prompt, I just told Manus right here, the last doc I pasted in is the instructions I want you to follow. Then we're going to hit send. And then from that point, Manus is going to go over everything. It's going to go over all these transcripts and it's going to basically see what these people and their pain points are. It's going to figure out all the objections, all the frequently asked questions that are happening. It's going to help find points that we might want to target in videos, whether this be in the idea or this might be in the script. Okay, cool. So Manus just figured out who our ICP is, and it listed a bunch of data about them. So for Persona 1, the side hustler scaler, they're usually around 30 to 50 years old. They have some sort of entrepreneurial background, whether that be in real estate or small businesses or a stable job. And then you can see here, like it even listed what like they were doing along with their names beforehand. So this is like super powerful stuff. It's family people, right? And it's people that are like working very hard. So with this understanding, we know that we're not really targeting a younger demographic. And what do younger people need in order to like stay more retained in videos, right? They're probably going to need more editing, probably going to need more sound effects, like stuff along those lines, and like changing scenes constantly, not just someone like sitting at a desk. So this changes what the overall content would be like, because we're going after someone who's a little bit older and we don't really need to put certain stuff in their face. And we could also use like the family pain point, the quitting your 9 to 5, the leaving your job and having stable income as pain points in the script to help push these people into making a decision. So right here you can see a few pain points that it found out. So Turo may be killing my money. I'm only getting $500 off of it. I don't get enough money for the vehicles. So you can see that a lot of these people, it seems like they're on Turo, right? And if you don't know what Turo is, this is essentially a software where people can list their cars and then other people, customers, can then go onto the website or app and rent the car from you. And Turo takes a fee for this. They're essentially being the middleman where they market the vehicle that's listed on there, but they might take like a 30% fee or something like that. So one of these people's pain points is they're just like not making enough money off of Turo. So here you can see their desires. My ultimate goal is to get my own rental business. I want to go fully private. So just hearing these pain points, right? I know that in the content that I make, I somehow have to use the word Turo and I have to use the word private in order to mix those two, because these are people that want to get off of Turo and have their own business. And there might be a layer of people that like don't even want to start a car rental business because they think the only way to make money is to list their car in Turo and have it take that 30% fee. And they're looking at the actual profit being made and they're like, it's not even worth it to start, right? So we can target a layer beneath that with the content, and I'll show you exactly how we do that when we come up with the ideas. So you guys can like go through your document with your sales calls data. I'm not gonna get into it anymore because it is a lot of stuff, but from this point now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tailor a YouTube strategy for Michael. So right now, what I'm gonna be looking for before I create the titles to these YouTube videos is keywords. It's very important that each title is SEO optimized to bring in the most traffic possible. So right here on Google Trends, you can see that the red is Turo and the blue is car rental business, right? So you can see that Turo actually beats car rental business in search by like a pretty decent amount. So I know for the beginning stages of Michael's YouTube channel that we should include the word Turo because this seems to be the starting point where people think that they need to be on in order to start a car rental business. They think Turo is the way to make money by having a car rental business. So we can still have car rental business in the title, but we definitely need to include Turo into each title. So with this information now, I'm going to tell Manus I want to create YouTube video titles that have the word without Turo and car rental business. So I'm basically combining these two words so that way it's able to rank in search. So Manus just generated a few ideas for me. I'm looking at this first one right now and it's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna write this on screen right now. So this is the first video I like. So the only thing is you can either say how I or how to start a car rental business. Now, I do personally think when somebody sees a how-to video, they understand that this is more of a tutorial, right? So I would change the wording on this to how to, especially since we're trying to like pump Michael's numbers up right now and attract his proper ICP. How I is going to be more of like an authority piece for him, where like he already has a decent amount of content and viewership and like a following, and then posting a video like this might get more clicks on browse compared to search. We're still trying to rank in search. So how to start a car rental business without Turo, and maybe like within 30 days or fast. Like I'd put the word fast here. So you can put like fast within 30 days. You could do within 1 month, something to signify that there'll be speed behind it. Now this is actually pretty close to the first video that we did for him. So how to start a car rental business in 10 steps, the private rental blueprint. So I think with this title, the reason why it popped off was first off with the in 10 steps. And then if you remember, one of the pain points was the private rental. Like people wanted it to be their own private business and not have Turo own anything. So I think what I should do is how to start a private car rental business without Turo fast. So now a title like this, right? It hits on a lot of people's pain points that people were having on the sales calls, right? They were tired of Turo taking their money. They wanted to go private, right? And they were interested on like how to actually start that business model. So if somebody was to watch a video like this, think about what would happen to them, right? They would start to get pre-nurtured. All their objections would get handled. They'd feel more confident if they had a brief overview on the business model. And then if they chose to go in and book a call with Michael, it would be a closing call. Like there would be no education or discovery behind any of this. It would just be like, hey, I watched your YouTube video. Everything seems good. I'm ready to get started. And that's usually how most qualified leads that come from YouTube usually are. They're just like all ready to get started. There's no convincing that's really needed to be done. So right here, you can see that we have our first video idea. So let's go in, see what else is good. Okay, so I think I found my second video right here. So it's I Quit Turo, how I doubled my profits with a private car rental business. So looking at this title right here, there's a few things that I would change with it. First off, I want to move this over to the end here. I'm gonna put this in like parentheses right here. But how I doubled my profits with a private car rental business. So this title, I don't think it will get much clicks, but I do think if we remove the how I doubled my profits and replaced it with how I made X amount of money with a private car rental business, I Quit Turo. Now for Michael, he runs a $550,000 a month car rental business or per year, something along those lines. But to a B2C person, that large number is actually going to deter them a little bit. So it's actually better if we make something that might be a little bit more attainable, right? Now I'm not saying a lie here, but like you could put a number that's less, right? And realistically, I want to put a number that's like a little bit over $10,000. So I think if I put like how I made like this amount of money, right? $ how I made $12,000 with a private car rental business, I Quit Turo. Now that's a title where somebody who sees that, that's B2C, right? They're looking to possibly start this as a business model. They'll see a video like this and they'll see, okay, like $12,000. That's not too bad, right? Like I make probably 4K at work. That's like 3 times what I'm doing. I could possibly do that, right? And this guy's saying that he quit Turo. Like he didn't even have to use the app. There was a way to do it without using the app. So when somebody sees a title like this, they think it's achievable for them and they're more likely to click because of that. So I do think that this video, it should come up like second after the first video, because the first video is going to be a brief overview. And then the second video, it's going to be more of an authority piece, right? It's going to attract some people that might be like maybe solution unaware to the private car rental business model, but it'll still attract his right ICP. So now that we have like 2 videos that kind of give a brief overview on the business model, I want something that goes a little bit more deeper. So I didn't prompt Manus on this, right? But if somebody's trying to start a car rental business, what's the actual like first step in starting it that like doesn't talk about getting funded or starting an LLC? It's probably going to be, how do I buy a car for my car rental business, right? So another question that might come off of that is like, where do I even find these cars to buy for my car rental business? So I'm gonna prompt Manus to generate ideas that piggyback off of that initial idea. Okay, so Manus just generated me a few ideas. I really like this first one. The only thing that I dislike is the ending of this. So I'm gonna paste it into my doc over here. Okay, cool. So I just pasted in the new idea into the document. I think I want to tweak it a little bit. So where to find cheap cars for your car rental business. So I think for this idea right here, I think it's actually perfect. There's not anything I really have to tweak. So it's very simple. where to find cheap cars for your car rental business. So somebody that's looking to start the business model, they're not looking to buy like a luxury vehicle like Lamborghini, BMW, Mercedes, not really looking to buy those like top tier vehicles, right? They're probably looking to buy something economy, right? And for a very cheap price, so they can actually start the business model. This will attract beginners. The second thing that I want to talk about is, I know one of the pain points was private, right? Private car rental business. But if I say this word, I'm actually going to kind of disqualify the people on Turo. And I actually want those people to come into a video like this so Michael can then explain his philosophy on why they shouldn't be on Turo. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put the word for Turo at the end here, because people looking to start this business model, they think they need to buy cars for Turo in order to get started, right? But Michael will be able to intercept this traffic and then send them over to his business model, which is the private car rental business. So for the fourth and fifth idea, I actually don't think we need to use AI in order to do this, because it's pretty simple what the video should be. So the fourth video should actually be a full course video. So this video needs to be at least like 60 to 90 minutes long, where it's a overview of the business model, but you go very in detail about stuff and you show people a deep level of expertise. You pre-handle a ton of objections and you show them why you're the person they need to be working with. And inside this video, there's going to be a ton of CTAs. There's going to be a ton of things that need to be done in this video in order to get it to work. But I'll show you how I title a video like this. So this is just pretty cut and dry. It's the same exact titling: How to Start a Car Rental Business in 2026 Without Turo, Full Guide. So this is the fourth idea right here. Maybe you might be doing a different business model, like maybe you're teaching people how to start a vending machine business or how to start a pressure washing machine business. So you just like swap out the business model realistically and like swap out maybe the words over here to create this type of video. But once again, it is a pretty long video. It is 60 to 90 minutes long, and there's a ton of things that have to go into the script to actually make it a good video. So if you are looking to get a video like this made that nurtures lead and helps to pre-handle certain objections they might have, hit the link in the description to book a call with me and my team. After you have the fourth video down, there's one piece of content that we need in order to tie this whole strategy together. And the last type of video we need is a case study. So there's two types of case studies. There's a case study interview or there's a case study breakdown. So the case study interview is where you have the person on the right side of you. I recorded a video recently showing you guys how to create a case study interview. But what you do is you have them show the before, the middle, and after working with you. So to a new viewer that's watching this, they'll be able to see what it's like working with you, right? What results are you actually able to generate for people? This is something that's super bottom of funnel. It could go on your landing page, your website. It should go on your YouTube channel. So that way people can watch this full guide video and then they might watch the case study, right? And they'll be like, oh, okay, so this guy actually gets results for other people. I want to be one of these people. The way you want to title your case study interview, it's going to be something along the lines of this. So how he or she made X amount of money in Y time, I'll put in 30 days, with private car rental business. So a video like this will demonstrate to a viewer that you are someone who's able to get people results. And when they click on a video, they'll see undeniable proof of you actually doing that for the person and them talking about the change that they've had because of you. So with all these YouTube videos combined, this will help a cold lead warm up to you because they're consuming all this content that pre-handles their objections, that nurtures them. So by the time they enter into that sales call, they're ready to go. So if you're somebody that's looking to get all these videos created for you, I'll literally analyze your sales calls, the same process that I used right here. I'll ideate the videos, I'll script the videos, I'll create the thumbnails, the editing, and I'll even do the posting for you along with the SEO. So if you're looking to get a service like that for you and your business, click the link in the description to book a call with me and my team. Peace.